from relevant party. Do you believe that the government is on the right track in restoring democracy and human rights?
I think that there's a need for a new political culture with openness and dialogue, and a focus on the key issues in Cambodia rather than persons and personalities.
At what degree do you market the improvement of these two issues?
I don't see any tangible improvement since my last mission with respect to the democratic and political space in Cambodia.
You have mentioned earlier about the prosecutions against Kem Sokha. So were you satisfied with the government responses?
The Minister of Justice has informed me that he has a technical legal analysis which indicates that Kem Sokha is under judicial supervision, and that's the end of the matter, so he's no longer in detention. However, I differ from them in this analysis, and in my view he remains under detention.
So with the opposition case and human rights case, do you think it's going to affect the EBA case?
I think any questions related to what will affect or not affect the EBA case have to be sent to the EU to answer, because they're the ones that are undertaking the analysis for EBA, not me.
But do you think that what should the government do to gain the support from the EU about this case?
Again, I think that's something that's a matter for the government and the EU to deliberate. I understand they have held meetings, and therefore I expect that the government is aware of what the EU would like to happen. It's not for me to comment on that because I'm not part of that process.
Turning to the CNRP case, do you think that it is possible for the party to reinstate it, and why?
Well, at the moment the party cannot be reinstated according to law because a court decision has abandoned and dissolved the party. So in terms of Cambodian law at the moment it's not possible. I think it would be helpful, and I think there are reasons to suggest it would be useful for a revision of the political party law and also for some of the laws on elections.
You have noticed a number of CNRP officials, the former ones, like return to politics. Do you think that they could compete against the ruling party?
I don't think it's for me to determine that. I think, as you said, there's a number of people who have applied to be rehabilitated in accordance with the amendments to political party law, and the extent to which they wish to engage in politics is a matter for them to determine. It's up to each individual person, not for me.
Some of them have formed party and some have attended the other parties. Do you still think that another way that they could replace the CNRP?
I think for those that are rehabilitated and are able to engage in political practice in accordance with Cambodian law, it's their own personal choice as to whether that is with a new political party or whether it is one of the existing parties. It is their free political choice to choose which party to join or to create and which policies to pursue.
My next question is about freedom of assembly, and it remained a concern for the kingdom. How could you deal with that?
I think freedom of assembly, expression and association are important in any state, including in Cambodia. And to me, the most important aspect is to ensure that the government supports freedoms of expression, assembly and association, and any restrictions applied are only to the extent necessary and justified in international human rights law.
Some government officials have allegedly accused that your report did not reflect Cambodia's situation and suggest you to be their partner. What do you think about this?
I think I agree with the government. It is part of my role to be their partner and to support Cambodia in advancing human rights in the country. I am aware that some people have said that my reports are not fair, but then I am gathering information from government ministers and very senior government ministers at that, and also from a range of other stakeholders to come to a neutral view and a balanced view on the current situation as I find it to be in Cambodia.
What would you rate this visit to the previous one, the improvement of the human rights situations and democracy?
Well, I think in respect to the political space, there is little tangible evidence of improvement. In respect to the general situation on other human rights, then there are some areas in which there have been improvements, as government ministers have highlighted to me and as I have reported on.